There is outrage over what some Jacksonville residents are describing as road warriors and terrorists on motorcycles.
Everything that we saw was nothing more than an accident waiting to happen.
We're not identifying multiple people in this story, and that comes from their fear of retaliation from complaining about the large groups of bikers who in recent weeks have been performing dangerous stunts in traffic. News 4 Jax reporter Eric Aveney joins us live from Hendricks Boulevard, where neighbors say it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when someone gets hurt because of this. Eric?
Yeah, Kent, neighbors and even motorists are telling us that this is happening in broad daylight. They say it's sometimes happening at night. Large groups of motorcyclists putting themselves and others in danger. And get this, some of the neighbors here in San Marcos say that large groups of motorcyclists are roaring their engines down a lot of these residential streets here late at night, waking folks up. Cell phone video from this past Saturday captures what appears to be hundreds of motorcyclists hindering traffic at the intersection of Phillips Highway and University Boulevard. A woman who was with her husband and their one-year-old baby in a car trying to get through the intersection described the scene from her point of view.
They were popping wheelies, they were spinning around.
When the light turned green, she says she tried to navigate through the chaos and eventually got through, but says two of the motorcyclists appeared to follow her closely, then get beside her, then move in front of her, and kept looking back at her before taking off.
I've got a baby in the car, and then at the same time, I'm thinking somebody's going to get hurt.
Did it feel intimidating?
It did. It felt very intimidating. I mean, I felt like they were going to follow every move I was making.
Not too far from this location, another motorist recorded video of what appeared to be a 1 mile stretch of the same group of motorcyclists that would not stop to allow traffic with a green light to pass.
There were motorcyclists that had no tags. There were wheelies being done by four-wheelers and wheelies being done with people with passengers on the back.
Weaving in and out of traffic, pushing a van off of the road, pretty much getting in front of vehicles.
Both this couple and the woman who felt like she was being followed called 911 to report reckless driving.
At this point, it almost becomes a localized domestic terrorism.
On Nextdoor.com, someone wrote, "I've got no problem with a group motorcycle ride, and if they want to act like they're 16 and break their necks, that's fine. But when they surround my family and me and start beating on our vehicle in a threatening manner, they've crossed the line."
They're going very fast. And they're doing
City
wheelies.
Councilman Matt Carlucci says he has personally witnessed a large group of motorcyclists performing dangerous stunts through San Marco, like the one seen here popping wheelies along San Marco Boulevard. And he says he has been made aware of how other motorists are being treated when they complain to the motorcyclists.
And I've had people tell me that they've been threatened, they're treated rudely as these people parade through their neighborhoods.
News 4 Jax learned that this past Friday evening, more than 100 motorcyclists were at this Gate gas station in Brooklyn, but that's not all, we were told. A gas station employee tells News 4 Jax it was so crazy that night that she personally witnessed one of those motorcyclists nearly run over a child in the parking lot.
They're behaving in a manner that just puts themselves and everybody in danger.
A San Marco homeowner who also likes to ride motorcycles but is concerned about what he has witnessed near his home says it will be impossible for a single police officer to stop the entire group without an abundance of backup.
The only way that I think they're ever going to be able to stop it is to have some police officers or somebody somehow infiltrate that group and ride with them so they can get a plan set up so they can get an area where they can corral them all in.
Now, City Councilman Matt Carlucci says this has become such a serious issue right now that it will likely pop up or be mentioned in the next city transportation meeting. He says if that does happen, he says that he and other council members would love to have members of JSO in on that meeting just so that they can figure out what can be done to stop this behavior before someone ends up dead. Reporting live, Eric Aveney, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, do we know what group